So, for the rest of the week, me and Lena practiced every day, every evening before we made dinner, and right before we went to bed. Oh, I have to mention, before I forget. I mean, this is completely off topic, but I have to share. Me and Lena have a thing. So, right after dinner, once we've cleaned up and collapsed onto the couch with a glass of wine, we each load up our cigarette holders, light up, then kind of clink the ends together like champagne glasses. Elegance and refinement. Silly, I know. But that's our thing. Anyway. So I soon got the induction script down so I could do it from memory, which meant I could watch Lena and see how she was responding. And Lena gave me a lot of good feedback, where I needed to slow up and which parts really hit home. So by the weekend, I was ready for lesson 2. Oh, and there was one sugar relapse. We had been very good most of the week. But on Wednesday night, we were fooling around. I got a little too into it, and it just slipped out. Oh boy, it got wild. Then on Saturday, when we got to Grammys, she had news.
The publishers have pushed the release date forward.
She announced.
The book hits the shelves on Monday.
There was already a big box sitting beside the armoire, filled with complimentary copies of Grammy's book. Before Now, by Catherine Wilcox. They had even adapted my design and turned it into a polished montage piece for the cover. We were thrilled and delighted when Grammy presented us both with a signed copy. I'm going to read it all over again, I decided, this time properly. You know? Grammy smiled, then sighed.
I'm afraid this means they've also brought the signing tour forward,
She said.
which means I'm going to be away for the next 2 weekends.
Aren't you excited? I asked.
Well, yes. But honey, this means we're going to have to take a break from your training. After today's lesson, that is.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Okay. I returned brightly. So load me up with homework,
Careful what you wish for, honey.
she replied.
Hey, we have to celebrate.
Lena declared. Yes, I agreed emphatically. When do you head out, Graham?
Tuesday, although the actual launch is here in town on Monday.
I thought for a moment. Do you think we could get everyone together for a big meal Monday night? I offered.
People have work in the morning, honey.
Grammy protested.
I doubt they'd.
So, as long as they don't get too drunk, I interrupted. Don't worry about it. We'll set it up. Reluctantly, she agreed. Before we got on to lesson 2, Grammy wanted to review our homework.
Okay, show me.
She said. So I took Lena into a trance, without a script, carefully watching her reactions and adjusting my delivery accordingly. Then I brought her back out and looked to Grammy for approval.
Very good work, honey.
She smiled.
You've already learned to adapt your delivery to match her responses. I'm impressed. Okay,
Grammy continued.
so we're going to have to cram in a lot today. So, lesson 2. Everybody is different, baby. And what works for one client might not work on another, so you need to have alternatives.
She retrieved a new sheet of letter paper from her desk.
This is what's called an Elman induction.
She said, handing the paper to me. Okay?
It's a little more advanced, but very effective, and actually works a lot faster than the basic induction you've learned.
I took a quick look at the script.
Make sure you go through it carefully.
She instructed.
You will have to keep an eye on how Lena is responding.
As I was reading it through for the second time, I suddenly had to pause.
Everything okay, honey?
Grammy asked. Yes, I think I'm getting an idea, I replied.
What is it, baby?
Lena asked. I don't quite know. Yet, I tried to explain. Things coming together, you know? Like a jigsaw. But I don't know what the picture is yet. It wasn't quite there, but something was definitely cooking. I returned to studying the Elman induction. I could see what she meant about being more interactive, but it was set out very cleverly so I could take a pause at certain points to check Lena's responses. So I read it through once more, then gave it a try. First, I asked Lena to close her eyes, then to try to relax her eyelids so much that they just wouldn't work anymore. Then I got a chance to pause as I asked her to try to open her eyes. And she really couldn't do it. Grammy gently prompted me, and I told Lena to stop trying and just relax. Then I had her open and close her eyes a couple of times, each time relaxing more and more. Another quick pause, and I could see that her posture had softened, and she was breathing much slower and deeper. Then I lifted her arm a little and let it drop back down easily. She was definitely going under. Then we came to a part I already knew. The countdown. So, the script said to count down from 100, but I knew Grammy usually just went from 10. So I did that. And by 7, Lena was totally gone. I finished the countdown for her, then sat back with a sigh. Grammy smiled gently.
You went off script. Excellent choice, honey. Okay, you can bring her back out.
Wow, that was awesome.
Lena declared when I brought her back. Grammy chuckled.
Yes, like I said, it's very effective, partly because it utilizes fractionation.
Oh,
Lena gasped.
I know what that is.
I wasn't so sure. Grammy explained.
Each time you have her open her eyes, you're bringing her back out a little, then closing them again takes her even deeper. And the more you do that, the deeper she goes.
Laura did that with you, honey.
Lena confirmed. Grammy got up.
I'm going to make us something to eat.
She announced.
You two go through that induction again, a couple of times. Get familiar with it.
By the time Grammy called us in to lunch, we had gone through it twice more, and Lena was starting to get completely messed up. The second time, when we did the countdown, she faded out on 9. I think Grammy could tell just by looking at her.
Are you okay, honey?
She asked.
I feel kind of dizzy.
Lena replied.
I'm not surprised.
Grammy told her.
You're pretty fractionated. You'll feel a lot better once we've eaten.
Grammy doesn't allow business at the dinner table, so instead we discussed her itinerary for the tour.
Like I said, Monday in town, then Boston on Tuesday.
Oh,
Lena grinned.
do my folks know?
Yes,
Grammy assured her.
I already called them. Debbie was thrilled. I'll be staying over, then on to New York Thursday. Then I'll be heading down to Charleston.
Really?
Oh, yes, I have a signing on Friday, then a little weekend break.
Oh, you have to visit with Barbara. I beamed.
I certainly will, baby. And I want to check out that photographic studio you told me about.
Lena grinned with delight.
Then the following week, I take in Chicago, Denver, and finish up on the West Coast with San Francisco and LA.
She concluded. Wow, I beamed. After dinner, we cleaned up and took a cigarette break, then back to the office for more training. Lena and I were both surprised when Grammy took the big chair.
You can take a break, honey.
She told Lena. Then she turned to me.
Like I said, honey, everyone is different. And whilst it's great that you can practice with Lena, you will have to learn how to work with others.
I was suddenly feeling a little overwhelmed.
Okay,
She continued.
I was going to have Marcus come in next weekend, but needs must and all that. So since we're cramming, I want you to hypnotize me.
Oh, wow. Suddenly, my playful confidence disappeared, like those old cartoons where the coyote would run right off the edge of a cliff and wind up standing in midair for a moment before realizing, oh shit, gravity. Actually hypnotize Grammy? I gasped. But do you really think I could? I asked nervously. Grammy smiled gently.
Honey, if I didn't think you could do it, I wouldn't be sitting here.
But
Yes, I'd prefer it if you had a little more experience and a few more inductions to call upon. But from the work you've done with Lena, I think you're beginning to get it. You know, all you need is confidence and experience.
I was still feeling completely in over my head.
Just trust your instincts, baby.
She prompted.
I think you'll surprise yourself.
I took a breath. Okay, I'll give it a try. Grammy grinned.
No, do or do not. There is no try.
Lena giggled delightedly.
Did you just quote Star Wars?
I groaned painfully. Gram, you're a great teacher and everything, I said, but you're so not Yoda.
Too tall?
She replied with a grin. We all cracked up at that.
So you have 2 inductions under your belt.
Grammy said once we'd calmed down.
Pick whichever you think is best.
I thought it through carefully. The Elman induction was quicker and most effective, and I knew the countdown thing. But I had way more practice at the longer basic induction. I couldn't decide. Then I got an idea. A big, bold idea. Hey, Gram,
Yes, honey?
do you own a pocket watch? Grammy was surprised, but replied,
Yes, I do. Why do you ask honey?
something I picked up from lesson 1. I replied thoughtfully, and from Laura. Grammy directed Lena to the nearby cabinet, and she retrieved a classic silver pocket watch with a long chain. She passed it to me, and I stood up, beside Grammy in the big chair. I let the watch dangle from its chain and began in a quiet, conversational tone. It's something that occurred to me last week when we checked in with Laura and Nick. Very slowly, I began to gently swing the pocket watch back and forth. I saw Laura's pocket watch collection, and I thought, hooey. Grammy had gone quiet, her attention torn between me and the swinging pocket watch. I mean, the pocket watch is like the ultimate hooey, isn't it? I paused, adjusting my timing and letting Grammy's attention return to the pocket watch. We kind of understand, like it's a cultural thing, kind of hardwired into us. We understand. We accept that the pocket watch is hypnotic. I was kind of finding my own rhythm as the ideas coalesced in my head. So, when you're looking at a pocket watch and it's gently swinging back and forth, then your mind understands that you are being hypnotized. It was strange. I wasn't concentrating on the watch or Grammy, just the words in my head as I spoke them. Your body begins to relax. Your breathing slows, and your thoughts become clear as you focus on the watch, allowing everything else to fade away. Because you are being hypnotized right now. And in a moment, when I snap my fingers, you will find yourself letting go so easily, so completely. I paused a moment, then snap. I was so caught up in the words that my coordination slipped and I dropped the pocket watch on the floor. Shit, I muttered as I knelt to retrieve it. So, when I got back up, I was kind of shocked to find that both Grammy and Lena had dropped into a trance. This was kind of a dilemma. Who do I bring out first? No contest. This was a moment I had to share. Sorry, Gram. I quietly brought Lena out with a kiss on the cheek.
Huh? Oh, hey, babe. Did it work?
I gestured to the big chair, and there was Grammy, completely hypnotized.
Baby, you did it!
She tried not to squeal delightedly. Yeah, I sighed. How about that?
Zoe, honey, where did you learn that?
Grammy asked in amazement after I brought her back out. Well, like I said, mostly from you. Lesson 1, I mean, I explained. But some from Laura. The actual whole thing I just put together on the fly. You know? It just felt right. Grammy was astounded.
Baby, when we get deeper into your lessons, you'll realize how extraordinary that was. I'm so proud of you.
I blushed so hard my face felt hot. She was so taken aback, she asked Lena to fetch our cigarettes.
You completely blindsided me, honey.
Grammy said after lighting up.
I haven't dropped so fast in years.
Me and Lena were so totally ecstatic that we did our champagne toast thing with our cigarette holders,
Oh, that's adorable.
Grammy noted. So, do I pass? I asked with a grin.
Oh, yes.
Grammy replied.
In fact, I'm revising lesson 2. Lesson 2 is trust your instincts.
She took a long, slow puff and exhaled with a sigh. I picked up the pocket watch and looked at it. Plain silver with an elegant swirling design etched into the cover. Do you have a collection like Laura? I asked.
No,
Grammy sighed gently.
just that one. Your grandfather bought it for me. He thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, wow, I gasped.
Take a look inside.
She said. I released the catch and the cover opened, revealing the watch face. But on the inside of the cover was engraved KD and question mark, always and forever. Okay, I noted. Catherine Dawn and what's with the question mark? Grammy chuckled.
That would be Janet. I was very pregnant at the time.
Of course. Mom,
Okay, lesson over.
Grammy said once we finished our cigarettes.
Now, I should tell you, I have spoken with a few colleagues about this sugar issue.
She began. Lena and I waited eagerly.
No doubt you'll be pleased to hear that the idea of trying to delete that trigger is totally off the table.
Lena took my hand and gave it a delighted squeeze.
But we do need to get it under some kind of control. So I'm going to hypnotize Lena to see if we can't rein it in a little.
So Lena went under again, and Grammy negotiated with her subconscious so that the sugar thing would only work when we were alone and in a safe environment ready to enjoy it properly. Then homework. Grammy gave me 3 more inductions to learn and a book on the history of trance to read. I quickly flipped through the index at the back, but sadly there was no sign of Armin van Buren. Once me and Lena got home, we made some calls and set up a celebratory meal for Monday evening. Mom and Dad, Laura and Nick, Marcus, plus me, Lena, and Grammy. We did try to get Richard, but he was going to be out of town. And of course, Lena's folks were in Boston, but we could bet that Debbie would have something planned for Grammy's visit. Then we got started on the new inductions, picking one out at random. It was actually very close to the pocket watch thing. I got a tea candle and had Lena focus on the flame, allowing that to help me guide her into a trance. It worked great. So we decided to alternate, to make sure I kept them all in my head. Then Monday came, and the book launch. During my lunch break, I was just able to hightail it over to the bookshop and say hi. There was a small crowd, but Grammy told me she was pleased with the turnout. I bought another copy, despite Grammy's protestations, and I told her I was going to give it to my boss. Then Monday evening, we had the party. It was great. Everyone was in high spirits, and although not everyone could really get that drunk, we did get through a fair amount of wine. But something strange did happen early on. Me, Grammy, and Lena got in early, then Marcus, then Laura and Nick. Mom and Dad were last to arrive, and as soon as Mom caught sight of Grammy, she just rushed over to her and enfolded her in a huge hug. I even think I heard her say, "Mommy." Seriously? I mean, what the hell? Grammy was taken aback for a moment, but then she just melted into it and they hugged like forever. Once we had finally gotten them separated, we sat down and enjoyed a delicious meal. The mom incident got kind of brushed under the table, but I could tell that literally everyone wanted to know what that was about. Then, a little later, everybody took a little cigarette break, even Nick. But I hung back to have a little moment with Dad. Okay, spill it, I said.
What's that, honey?
He replied, all innocent. Mom, that whole big hug thing? Did she actually call her mommy? He sighed. What was that about? You must know?
Well,
He replied reluctantly.
I really don't know for sure, but I can tell you what I think.
Okay, go on.
So, you know your mother wouldn't take an advanced copy of Catherine's book?
Yeah, I know. She said she wanted to buy it properly.
Yeah. So this afternoon, at the launch, she bought one, got Catherine to sign it, then turned to the crowd and announced,
My mother.
I chuckled. I bet Grammy loved that.
yeah. So she came home and started reading. I was there, deep in the paper, you know.
I nodded.
Then all of a sudden, she made this noise, like a little gasp or something. I looked up and said, "You okay, honey?" She just closed the book, got up, and said she was just going outside for a cigarette. I was about to say she didn't have to go out, but she'd already gone.
I was definitely intrigued.
So I could tell something had set her off, so I got up, picked up the book, and looked at the page she'd left it on.
Yeah?
So, you know that part where she and your grandpa danced in the rain, naked, and did it?
Uh huh.
Then Catherine had written that she chose to believe that's when your mom was conceived. I think that really got to her, you know?
Seriously.
Baby, you know what their relationship has been like forever. Your mom was always daddy's girl. But I think for the first time, she finally got how much your grandmother really loves her, you know?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
I kissed him on the cheek and grabbed my cigarettes. Thanks. Love you, Dad.
Right back at you, princess.
He smiled. When I got outside, I made a beeline for Laura. I found her, cigarette in hand.
What kept you?
She asked. Just checking in with Dad, I explained. She nodded.
How's your training coming along?
She asked. Great. I grinned as I loaded up my cigarette holder. Actually, that's why I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, yes.
I lit up and took a long, elegant puff. Badge of office, I said proudly.
What? No?
Oh, yes.
You hypnotized someone.
Yep,
And it wasn't Lena?
exactly.
Wait. Who?
Grammy. She was completely aghast.
Catherine? She let you hypnotize her?
Yes, she did.
After, what, 2 lessons?
Yeah.
And she definitely went under.
You can ask her yourself.
I might just do that.
She frowned.
Well, I suppose it's valid. But it does seem like cheating to me.
You said, I began.
Yes.
She interrupted.
But I never thought,
Then she sighed with resignation.
okay, I guess you deserve your badge of office.
I took a victorious puff from my cigarette holder.
Unless
She mused. What?
you'd like to double down on our arrangement.
I was intrigued. What do you have in mind? I asked.
A challenge.
She replied.
A real challenge.
Go on.
For this, you'd have to successfully hypnotize me.
You?
Yes. And I'm not going to make it easy. You'll have to catch me completely off guard with an instant induction.
So, what's the prize if I do? I asked excitedly.
A pocket watch, of course.
She replied.
But not just any old pocket watch. You will win my pocket watch. My first, the original $10 pocket watch that I bought myself.
She paused with an enticing grin.
What do you think?
I didn't have to think. Okay, I'm in. It was a real challenge. Way over my head. That is for now. But I wanted it. So I quickly found Lena and told her all about it.
But you don't know any instant inductions.
She noted. I know, I replied. Guess I'm going to have to learn some.
And catch Laura off guard and actually hypnotize her.
She said it would be a real challenge. She wasn't kidding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We lit up fresh cigarettes and toasted to my future success. The rest of the evening was great. Everyone had a good time. Grammy received enthusiastic congratulations, and I'm pretty sure her relationship with Mom had changed forever. I couldn't bring myself to tell her about my arrangement with Laura, but as we hugged on the way out, she said,
So, plenty of practice, honey. Take it slow and steady. Don't get too ahead of yourself, okay?
I nodded. You have a great trip, Graham. Bestseller list all the way.